Hello, my name is Tim Lehealy, and in this video we're going to be talking about chat PDFs. I'm going to show you how to make them through the processing option and the viewer option. But before I do that, let's talk about what I mean when I say chat PDFs. To help me out, I'm going to open up Quincy, and I'm going to go straight into, I've got the viewer set up already viewing a conversation. And this chat conversation, you can see is between Sebastian Morin and James Moriarty. A bunch of messages back and forth. And it looks like one, if you will, continuous entity. But the important thing to note is that it is not one entity. In fact, this chat has been extracted out of a database, as almost all chats are. They're not like emails that have a physical sort of native thing behind them. They're all constructed out of the metadata that can be pulled out of a database. So what do I mean by that? Instead of there's not one message, if you will, I can click on here that is this chat translation. Is this chat message. Instead, all these objects together constitute this one conversation. So if I go ahead and click on this guy, it's going to go ahead, it won't because it's already part of this message. So let me pop up to a different message. If I click on this one, you can see it's just going to render that one message. If I click on this one, it's a different message, but it's got no subject, but it's rendering it individually, even though these are all part of a single conversation. So now let's come back to this one. And it's loading the whole thing because it's already got it loaded up. But now you sort of understand that this message is, if you will, this object. And this message is this object. So there's no, if you will, one PDF that captures the whole conversation. Because of that, we've introduced this PDF capability. Anytime I'm got my whole chain loaded or whatever messages I want to view, I can go ahead and click PDF. And that will say building chat PDF. And you can see merging chats into object 2187. 2187 is this object. So now if I click on this, and I go back, I go back to the PDF view, which is actually going to make me click twice. I got to fix that bug. You can see now it's all been loaded into this one sort of chat where you've got all the individual chat messages there. So you can click on that button, or you can come here. Let me show you the other way to get at it. Is you could right click here and do processing options. Processing options, process objects. And you can enter into just sort of the normal processing menu. And if you come here to Quincy Jobs, you'll see merge chats. What that's going to do is it's going to go through whatever filter I've sent here. And of course, you can do it on initial processing. And it's going to look for all the chats contained in there and all the child messages. And it will merge them into a single PDFs, and it will attach that PDF to the first message in those email chains. Now, there's a little bit more we can do with this. We're going to actually go the next step and give you some labels so you can identify which ones have email chains and which ones don't. So this is beginning functionality, but for right now, it's still pretty powerful in that it allows you to take a PDF, a single message, create the whole thread out of it, turn that into a PDF, and then get that PDF out into your production. So anyway, go ahead and play with that. I think you'll find it pretty useful and a good step forward in terms of our capabilities here. Anyway, that's all I had for you today. Hopefully that is helpful, and thank you very much for your time.